So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Finally, a little bit of sunshine here in Pennsylvania. I came down here to the wood yard a couple days ago to fill up the dump trailer with some bundle firewood, and it started raining, and then it rained on and off for about 3 days. So I haven't done much down here, plus we've been real busy with some other things. Fire starter for one. Levi and I have been very busy preparing for the next release. You're going to see this video on Saturday. And on Sunday morning, 8 a.m., we will have the fire starter back on our website. So if you want some, get there early. We're going to have about 800 bags ready. And if it's anything like the last two times, it'll go pretty quick. But anyway, today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. Actually, it's going to be a lot different than what you're used to seeing. Melissa's going to come down here in just a bit, and we're going to talk about some things that you don't really see on our channel. I was kind of inspired the other day by a video, which I'm going to share with you right now.
Hey, Clay Louder here. I just wanted to tell you I got attacked by a patient today here in the office, and kind of shook me up a little bit. He's an autistic guy. He didn't mean to do it. We were able to subdue him and get him controlled, but he tore me up pretty good. But what I'm really upset about is just watching his aunt take care of him today. She actually got in between him and me when he was coming to attack me. My staff was wonderful. We were able to talk him down and calm him down. It was quite a struggle, but we got some Ativan in him and we got him feeling better. And I had to walk her, out the front door of my office and make sure she was okay. And she said, hey, it happens all the time, Doc. I'm used to it. And that really just kind of burned me up, because I get to go home to my wife and kids tonight and have a normal life. And she's a lifer. She has to take care of that young boy for life with his autism. And that's exactly why I started the Winners Travel Foundation. I love people like that who serve kids for life. It meant something to me for her to stand in front of me and try to take that today. And I'm asking you to help me and the Winners Travel Foundation give people like that some respite. Give them a trip this holiday season. Reach in your bag and pull something out of there for me, because I want to help people like this the rest of my life, because they give almost the ultimate sacrifice. They can't go out to eat. They can't go to the movies. They can't plan what they're going to do next weekend. They can't go to the ball game. So if you want to do something for somebody this holiday season, go to the winnerstravelfoundation.com and give us a donation. I promise you every dollar will go to help people like that who serve other people. Caretakers with special needs is our main thing. So thank you for listening to me. I'm all right. He'll be okay. And I love you. Thank you.
You look taller than me. I'm standing down in a hole here a little bit.
On a little bit of a mound of stones.
But that video is from a Dr. Clay Louder. I don't know anything about the guy. Except for what I saw in that video. Then I did look into his foundation a little bit. It's called Winners Travel, and what they do, they send caregivers for people that take care of kids with autism or any type of disability, and also veterans on nice trips to give them a little bit of a break. But that video really hit home for Melissa and I. We try to stay upbeat and positive on our channel, and you've all seen Hunter. And if you're new to our channel, our oldest son Hunter, he's 30 now? Yeah 30 years old, has autism, nonverbal, and generally speaking, things are pretty good. He's pleasant, he makes us laugh, we do our best to take care of him, but it's not always like that, is it?
Yeah, there's always a side that there's the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's probably just like a lot of our lives. There's a lot of things you don't want to share with people, and for one reason or another, but it's important to have some respite, and thankfully we can do that with Levi living close, and his family's pretty flexible.
Yeah, in the first 28 years of Hunter's life, I worked a full-time job. I traveled a lot when he was little. I was working in other states. I was drilling and blasting in New Hampshire, down to Tennessee, all over the place, and it was all on Melissa's shoulders. But we're very blessed now that We actually hired Levi full-time. He helps us with all the things with the channel, but it also gives us an opportunity to go away some and do some things, like traveling down to West Virginia, the property we have down there. That may not seem like a big deal to people, but that was something that has been impossible for us since we got married.
Yeah.
Really. And but there's a lot of people out there that don't have that ability,
right.
Even today. You know, we didn't for 28 years, and it's life-changing just to be able to get that little break. Now, I don't know much about this winter's travel. Please, you know, check it out for yourselves and look into it. But it seems like a pretty neat thing. It really does. But our lives are just different than other families, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
no, and I think that was the part that helped me mature or succeed in just moving forward, you know, onward, upward, when I realized that we don't have to take Hunter to the birthday parties. Not that he was invited, but like our whole family would be invited, which was so nice. And it was just a disaster. And, you know, going to friends home for dinner, and those opportunities, those invitations didn't come too often, but when they did, I was so excited because I love to socialize. And we drive separate. You know, we drive separate to most anything, like going to my parents for Thanksgiving. We will drive separate because Hunter can only tolerate
you get
so much noise and a lot of people in the room, a lot of people talking, hey, glad to see you. You know what? There's a lot of smells from the food to people's perfumes, and that's all great. I love all that. It was very hard for me to know that my son didn't, and then I find out that Mike's not all for that. But you know what? We would drive separate. Mike would just say, you know what, you stay and I'll take Hunter home. And it's okay. I'm okay with that. I think I get emotional. Like right now you're talking about it, I get a little emotional just because different things are playing through my head because we don't know we're different. But I will cry on a drop of a hat when I see another family out in public like us, whether it be at the gas station or at the store. And it's like looking in a mirror, and you don't realize that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Know?
We don't realize it until you see
another couple struggling with their adult child, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's me.
Yeah.
You know, I try to offer help however I can if the situation arises where, like, maybe the child's having a hard time. You know, maybe it's just too much to be in that store or too much to wait in line. You know, those sorts of things. You don't know. And I don't know that's not the norm for everyone else until I see it. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, that's us.
We could tell stories. We won't get into all that, but over the years,
oh my goodness.
Some of the situations that we found ourselves in, even today, little things we never even mentioned before. If you cough in our house or sneeze, Hunter yells. He does not like that. I don't know if it hurts his ears. I got a lot of questions for him when we're all in heaven because I can't figure him out for the life of me. But you cough, he can be in the other room. He'll yell. He doesn't like it.
He doesn't like the unexpected not knowing that. You can say to him, cover your ears.
Yeah.
And
you can literally say, if you feel a little cough
like,
coming, even clear your throat, you'll say, Hunter, cover your ears. And he knows that, and he'll cover his ears, and he'll be okay with it. But I think it might be at the unexpectedness of it.
Yeah.
But it is very challenging, but we have just grown accustomed to it, and we just
gained a lot of wisdom. I think I
patience.
Have gained so much wisdom from being a parent, but especially being Hunter's mom. He's, for a guy that can't talk, he's taught us everything we need to know in life, and
definitely taught me patience.
Oh yeah.
I'm always doing something, and I'm totally fine if I'm in the middle of something and she needs me or he needs me. Just go take care of it. You know what I mean? Just drop what you're doing. It's the way it is. And like I said, we are very blessed now to be able for us both to be here at home and work from home now and make videos and things like that. And we have you to thank for that, for people that watch our channel.
Yeah.
But there's a lot behind the scenes, like I say, that you don't see. It's not always just, everything's great and happy. I don't want to get into this too much, but you know, you'll see comments sometimes. People, oh, it must be nice. You got a tractor from Kubota or something. It must be nice. It's not always nice. You know, it's just, you just have to keep moving forward and do your best. And that's what we try to do. A new piece of equipment's not going to bring you happiness. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Makes life easier when you're cutting wood. But that is nothing, believe me.
Right.
that does not bring you happiness.
Years and years of trial and error, and try again and mistakes and just sadness. And I think, you know, some of the good qualities that Mike has helped me with is don't dwell on it. Like, okay, so, you know, the shopping trip, or, you know, taking him bowling, or going out to this, that, and the other, it didn't work out, you know? You just got to put that aside and think about it.
Water under the bridge. Just move on. And, you know, I saw it as, but I want it. You know, I want to do that. I want to get him out. I want him. And he didn't want to do that. So until I realized that that's not Hunter's gig, that's not his specialty, then I was, you know, I'm okay with it. I still like to be invited places, but... That was really a changing point, though, like you said, when he was little. Because, you know, all your friends have kids the same age. They're all doing things, this and that. And, you know, you want your child to be a part of that. And you think you're going to go do the same things. And it was a nightmare. It was. And then when we realized he doesn't like this. You know what I mean? Why are we forcing him to go to a birthday party with 15 other screaming kids that was just... totally sensory overload for him.
Hunter and Levi are just 18 months apart, so it wasn't like Hunter had a slew of invitations places. Like Levi would get invited somewhere and Hunter got invited too. You know, those days of Hunter getting invited places had ended at like age 8, you know.
Yeah.
People kind of picked up quickly, and, you know, we don't have a lot of people knocking down our door to be Hunter's friend, but we thank all of you because this is so manageable with YouTube. He's able to be a part of this and show you all a part of his life, and you all comment, and so many have shared, sent him gifts and gift cards and things for him, and that's just perfect because he doesn't have to be in a room full of people, and he doesn't have to, you know, you can send him, and we share these comments with him, and it's manageable, it's enjoyable, it's doable, and we really appreciate that because I think if Hunter needed a favor, he could reach out to all of you, and I know we can count on all of you.
We read the comments to him, and it's funny, if we need to do more live streams and stuff. We'll start doing that when it gets colder and nastier out, but he likes just popping in for a minute, you know, just popping in, see what's going on. We read the comments to him, and when you send, like, he's got like a shirt from a New York City Fire Department that he wears all the time, someone sent, but don't send Hunter a hat. We'll never wear a hat. It doesn't matter.
We try.
A tassel cap, ball cap, won't wear a hat no matter what. He's quirky.
He has. Well, some of you have sent a couple hats, and he has them on the shelf in his closet. So
he won't put them on his head.
But he's, for being bald like he is, he's not into hats. That's okay. But
like
it's just a juggling act.
It is.
It's pretty good when I have a good day and Mike maybe doesn't, and vice versa. You just gotta play off of one another and lean on one another. Which,
we work good together.
That's part of our message today. Is just it's so great to know you're there, and we have you supporting the channel by watching and commenting, and you support Hunter by, like I said, reaching out to him, being his friend, sending him things. It's just so wonderful that it's a manageable relationship.
Yeah, and also there's tons of families out there like ours. There's tons. You probably know some of them. So when you come across people like that,
what can you do?
Yeah.
And simply, I just am respectful of when someone asks, what can I do? Should I talk to him? Should I open the door for you? What can I do in that? And I do the same thing when when I see another family. How can I help you? Can I help you with your baby? Or do you want me to take this individual that you're struggling with out to the car? Like, how can I help? And I think that instantly just softens the threshold of, oh, goodness, this is so embarrassing, or this is so awful. All of our public appearances with Hunter going out places, there's always a story.
or just a smile.
Yeah.
Because most people, this is kind of funny, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They're good people, they don't know what to do. And if you have a situation, I'll say, this is my son Hunter, he has autism, and everyone always says, Well, that's okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. There's not much we can do about it. It is what it is. But a lot of people don't know what to do. And
that's okay too. And I'm okay with people staring. And I guess what I mean by that is I have someone that's larger than me. He's, 200 pounds, bald. He's wearing a beard. People think we're in a relationship, Hunter and I, because, I'm madly in love. I'm holding his hand, and he's screaming, trying to get away from me. And people are like, oh, that poor lady, she just can't accept the fact that he doesn't want to be with her. Those sorts of scenarios. But when kids look and stare, like, I'm okay with it. I get it. Like, I totally would too. And I think you got to just assess the situation pretty quickly. I think within 1 to 2 minutes of being in the area with Hunter, you're going to know something's not right here.
Yeah.
So I think...
And another thing, so Hunter's taught us a lot, like I said, and something else that I think he should get a lot of credit for. I know we try to take credit for this, but all our other kids are probably, how do you say it, more mature beyond their years. We never had trouble with any of our kids, any kind of real trouble at all. And I think a lot of that is because they grew up with Hunter. He was older, Took a little break there. What do you want to say, Melissa?
Hunter's, he has great siblings. His siblings have been great at helping jump in and care for however he needs supported. And I appreciate that. And I do think they're mature. And I do think they're also aware out in the world and society of others. And I know teachers have always complimented them, how they've helped someone in the classroom that needed help, that, maybe it's the one that was the underdog or just kind of fallen behind or not fitting in. And all of our kids have always been complimented on that. But I want to say, like, as our kids move on and grow up and go on with their lives, Hunter's kind of here getting on with his life. So it's really great that we have all of you in his life to bring some excitement and joy. And Mike's the greatest. One other thing I'll point out about Mike.
I know what you're going to say.
I can tell you 1,000 things that annoy me about Mike. But here's the 2 things in one video that Mike can just take Hunter for this ride, and I already know in the beginning it's not going to go well, but he doesn't care. He's like,
if you have to, let me back up a minute. If you have to, say he wants to go to Burger King or something, and you have to stop somewhere else first, you have to tell Hunter where you're going to go, in what order you're going to go. And sometimes that helps, sometimes it does not help. And he does not want to go to Tractor Supply because that's out of the way. So things can go south, but go ahead. Yeah.
And I prefer not to do that because I don't deal well with it. I deal well with his behaviors, but in the midst of trying to remember what else I'm doing, it's like, okay, we're going to wait till you're in a happier mood before we leave the house. Not him. Mike will throw him in the truck and be like, let's go. And he gets a phone call from like a sponsor or like somebody's calling him, a pretty important phone call. He takes the phone call, and Hunter's right beside him like,
flipping out about stuff.
Getting mad about it. And once I'm off the phone or wants him to turn this direction, so he's like motioning. Mike's like, yeah, so how have you been? And blah, blah. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'd throw my phone out the window before I'd answer it.
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, you handled that really well. And I think that's amazing because I'm like, okay, Hunter, let's calm down. And it's great that we have positive things. And Hunter, you know what? He doesn't hold a grudge. He treats everyone the same. There is no discrimination from Hunter Morgan. He doesn't care how tall you are, how short you are. He doesn't care what color you are. He doesn't care what age you are. And that's the truth, because you know what? We've walked into a store before.
Dropping doors.
A little old lady comes with her walker to be like, oh, thank you, thinking he'll hold the door, and he doesn't. And he walks right in, and she's like, oh, thanks a lot. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'll hold the door, So yeah, there's no discrimination. He'll drop the door on anyone behind him. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. You can learn a lot from him.
But we have a couple other things to go over after this part. But that's pretty much it on the Hunter story. Things aren't always as they seem, but
Well, just other videos of It Must Be Nice, and as you're reading those It Must Be Nice comments, and we have Hunter having a seizure, or we have Hunter just not understanding something, being very frustrated, and we don't know what he's frustrated about. We don't know if maybe he has a bellyache or he has a headache, and you know what? He doesn't talk verbally, and there's only so many signs that he gives us.
That type of person wouldn't last 5 minutes here.
Yeah, so I just, I really have a hard time figuring that out and how to respond to that.
You just don't. I actually feel bad for it because, like I said, they just don't, no idea on like what's important in life, or, you know, what it takes to get through life. You know, no idea. But anyway, 2 things about this. We just want to let you guys know that if you see anyone in the same situation when you're out and about, do what you can, and also check out that Dr. Clay Lauder. I'll put a link in the description for winter's travel. Like I said, I don't know a lot about them. What I've read, it seems like a great organization, but I don't want to recommend something unless I really do a lot of due diligence, and I have not had an opportunity to do that. You can do that on your own, and that's about it for that. We want to talk about, I mentioned earlier, the fire starter. You're going to see this video on Saturday. We'll mention again on Sunday's video, but it will be available 8 a.m. on Sunday. We're going to have 800, maybe 900 bags ready. I'm not sure. We've been working on that a bunch, so it'll go pretty quick. So 8 a.m. on Sunday for that. And I mentioned we're getting a bagging machine. We will really be able to up production here in the near future. And as far as other merchandise, we haven't even mentioned hats, hoodies, or anything like that. And it must be because it's Christmas, but they have been selling like crazy, and we really appreciate it. But she has been working till 10 o'clock every night and then just collapses.
Which is a big deal for me.
But you're going to shut that down what day next?
Wednesday the 14th is going to be the last day.
And then we will put stuff back on the first of the year.
And sadly, we're sold out of hats, so we're just,
But you got a bunch of Carhartt hoodies, the other hoodies, all kind of stuff, shirts. And but the 14th, that will all be gone until the first of the year. That way it'll allow time to get it shipped out and get it before Christmas. But show them this green shirt.
I love the green. The green is my favorite. People order the gray, which would be...
I'm a gray guy.
Yeah, Mike's a gray guy. But look at this green. I love it. So this just is the... it's like an army green, maybe?
It has call army, but it's like an earth tone kind of green or something. I like it.
Actually, in the ordering process, it's stone-washed green. So go figure. It has the Outdoors with the Morgans flag logo on the front. Sawdust is man glitter on the back.
And hoodies, and you got all kinds of stuff.
We have gray hoodies, and you don't have our hoodie on today.
No.
Hunter does the laundry, and there's a quick turnaround in laundry.
I will say one thing. So the Carhartt hoodies are thicker or something.
Yeah, they're thicker, and they run a little larger. So if you're an extra large, you might be fine with a large. Unless you want it to be bigger, or if you're going to wear it and have clothes, a lot of clothes on underneath, like a sweater
that thick Carhartt, though, like it can be 20 out, and that's all I'll wear. That's the only reason. All my other ones were dirty, the gray ones, but that big orange one, it's like 42 right now. It's literally, when you're working, it's almost too warm. It's going to be colder for that one. I got a whole system when it comes to hoodies.
But the turnaround on this, it goes through the wash and it's back on top, so he just grabs it. So I'm going to have to rotate that. Yeah.
But I think that's about it. That's a lot of information, a lot to take in one video. But
and there will be some more sizes for the Carhartt hoodies. So in my process of having,
well, he'll have them on by Sunday.
Yeah, but I found a whole nother box of them. So yeah, that was a surprise. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well, I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, we do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Catch you on the next one.
Bye. Okay, one more thing. Go check out my channel, Morgan's Off the Leash. I have a new video up. I think you'll like it.